Hello friends, I'm back with another video. In this video, we will try to learn about an average price and also try to create a Google Sheet which can give us a buy and sell signal. Okay, so what is an average price? So let's take a scenario where you want to buy some groceries. You will go for a shopping and then you go to a shop and try to find what is the vegetable prices. For example, the carrot may be at 30 rupees per kg and then beans at 80. So you go to the next shop and see that shop is selling the carrot at 28 and then beans at 84. And you also can nowadays look at online and then see that the carrot is 32 and then beans is 90. So you will try to map that the carrot may be moving around between 30 to 32 and then beans between 80 to 90. So you will be okay to buy uh, beans and carrot somewhere between these ranges. Okay, and why I'm telling this, because we should not buy any stock blindly. We need to identify what is the average price of that for the last 1 year and then buy. It is similar to waiting and then buying. So, for example, if we want to buy any electronic items like computer or a TV or a washing machine, we always wait for the festival offer. It can be a Deepavali or Ganesha festival, or it can be a Happy New Year or Eve, or it can be Onam or Durga Puja or Dashera. Okay, so basically we wait for that, and during this time you very well know that there will be a price drop. And even when you nowadays when you want to buy a gold, you wait for actual day of that, and then you buy, right? Sorry. So you need to identify the average price of that one. So how do we do that? As I mentioned earlier, and even in the same case with if you want to go on a travel, right? If you want to book an air ticket, you find a different places where I can get at the cheapest price, and then you will know I can give only 5,000 or 6,000 or 10,000 only for these flight charges here. You will go for online or you go to some broker and then identify the price, and then you always buy at a low price. Okay, so how do we do this? You take total uh, closing price of that year for that particular stock. You take the closing price for the entire year and then divide that by total number of sessions. Okay, so here I have already downloaded uh, last 1 year data for SBI. I'll just open up and then try to show you. So here, if we highlight all the sessions data for that particular stock on the closing price, we see that there are 247 sessions that has happened in last 1 year, and then the total sum divided by the count will give you the average price. So if the stock is less than the average price, then it's a good buy for us. That is how we need to look at when we buy anything. Okay. Now coming back to this, so this is an example here. You have a stock which has gone up and then which has come down, and we are looking from the right side as per our previous rules. So you will try to find the average price of this one. Okay, so you need to buy below the average price and then sell it above the average price. Sorry, then only you will make some good profit. So there are two rules that we can keep up. One is for the short term and one is for the long term. So if it is for a short term, you can buy less than 5% of the average price and then sell it at 10% above. And then if it is for long term, you wait a little more, 20% below the average price and then sell 20% above the average price. So now let's try to do the same thing on Google. So before that, I just want to recap what we have done till now. So what we did in the previous episodes, we identified some parameters, we analyzed the stock, and then we also understood what is NSPS, and then we used a screener. We analyzed many stocks in this one. Okay, but still, it did not give us any signals when to buy, when to sell. Okay, so for that, we will try to create a automated sheet using Google Sheet, which will tell us, okay, today your whatever stock you want to buy has come to the price that you want to buy, and then you can buy at that stage. Okay, let's do that one. So if you go to your Google Drive, you have a icon here plus, and then click on the sheets. Okay, and here we can get the stock price and 52-week high, buy, low, and everything uh, by using some formulas here. Okay, so where do we get those formulas? Let's put that Google. Google Finance documentation. So here you can find all the syntax for this one. Okay, so for the example purpose, let me try to write stock name, make a bit bigger. And then we will mention the current price, current market price of that stock. Then we'll also try to get 52-week high price and 52-week low. Okay, first let's try to get this. Okay, in order to get any stock price, current price, we have to first mention from which security we are trying to get this one. Either it can be NSE or BSE. Here I'm trying to show you an example from NSE. Okay, so for that, syntax is NSE, and then you type the symbol of that stock. So here I'm taking an example of ITC. So where do you get this symbol? If you go to the NSE site and then search for ITC, so whatever you symbol you see at this top here, this is the symbol that we are trying to use here. Okay. Now I'll ask Google Finance. Google Finance. So see the syntax here. Ticker. Ticker means the stock name. What I want, the attribute. I'm looking for the price. Okay. And then close the parenthesis. And instantly you will get the price of this one. So if you look at here also, it is the same. There is no change in that one. Minor change might be there, but it's very near to that one. So if we want to get the 52-week high price, you have high 52. This is what we need to write there. So we'll put that Google Finance, the ticker, and then high 52. Similarly, we'll put for the low ticker, then low 52. So now we have got the high price and the low price, 52-week high. Then we'll make a ratio of this 52-week high by low. So that means this divided by this will reduce the numbers, and we'll also add a conditional formula here stating that whenever whenever this data is less than 2, we'll get an image, visual image like this, right? And then we'll also identify the average price of this one. So for this, we need to mention average, and then we are trying to give a query to Google Finance, and the ticker is same here for us. So before that, let's put the dates from when to when we want. Okay, let's take from 26/2024 to 26/2023. Okay, this is the 1 year data for us. So average query Google Finance ticker, comma, then what we want is close price of that, then the start date, comma, the end date, close the bracket, then this would come in a table, select column 2. So this will give the average price for us. Okay, so now let's see whether whatever Google is giving is proper or not. Okay, so let's go to the ITC page, historical data, 1 year data. I'm trying to take, filter it out. I'm trying to download that CSV. I'll open it, and then we'll see the average of this one. So it's 441.59, and whatever we have got here is 441.57. Minor decimal changes, that's still okay. Okay. So now by band. So we had defined that we will buy when the stock price goes to 20% below the average price, and 20% above we will sell. Okay, so first, to buy at 20% below, we cannot exactly say that it comes to the 20%. It may vary, so we will have to have a band for that one. So let's take 15 to 20%. Okay, we will buy between that range. Buy band high and keep. So that is the average price minus average price into 15%. Similarly, buy band low, the same formula, but we will use 20% here. Okay. Now what we need to do is, if the current market price comes between these, then we have to show a buy. Okay. Put is logic between, the formula for this is, what is the formula? Let's see. Formula in Google Sheets, that is between. Okay, is between value to compare. So we need to compare this value with the lower one, comma, the higher one. Then what if it is true, or we can leave it as it is also. If it is true, it will say true. Now it is false. Okay, if we have to make it true, then let's make it 305 and see it's working. Good. So now we got the logic, but we don't want to see the false or here. So we'll see the signal, put a signal if this cell is equal to false, then buy. Else let's keep it blank. So if we put it again, 305, oh sorry, it is true. 305 buy. Good. So we'll put a color to this. Again, format, conditional format. If it contains by, we will show this color. So let's quickly check that. 305, it's a by. Okay, good. So now let's format this table a bit so that it looks very good for us. Make it bold, and then the color. Okay. So now there are few things that we need to do here. Here we have used the absolute cells. We'll make it any cell with this will work out. Okay. So now this should be okay. So now we have got only one company symbol here. If we want to expand it, let's download the entire data here. Okay, let's go to market data, resources, and then daily market reports. So here we can use this bow copy. It is going to be removed by July 28th, but still here we have now. Let's use it. So we got this. So here we have all the securities which are listed on NSE, but we are more concerned only on the equities right now. So let's put Q as a heading here for just for the reference that we are putting here. We'll try to put a filter. Before that, we will put NSE colon so that use it later on. And then now we will filter only for the equities. Where is the equity? Yeah. So now we have got the equity. These are the symbols here. So we will concatenate this cell with the symbol here. So now we got those stock name. So now we have got the NSE colon symbol here. So now we can copy this entire thing. Go back to our Google Sheet and then just paste special as values. Okay. And also we will copy the names in a separate column. We will use it for future. So we'll just copy the simple names here without NSE colon. We'll place it here. Okay. Now that we have got all the stock names, we just have to highlight this and then double click here. So everything will get loaded instantly now. So give a few seconds for this and you will be seeing the magic. So while it is loading, we don't want the 52-week high here. Uh, Maybe I'll hide the first row. It's not required for us. I'll hide 52-week high and 52-week low. These also not required. Okay, and I'll hide this is only symbol. These also not required right now. We'll use it later on. And if at all, if there is any buy signal for us in this one, you see there is a buy signal here. Okay, and even this logic is also not required for us. We'll hide this. Hopefully, all the datas are getting loaded. There might be some scenarios where you may see NA. That data is not getting pulled by Google server. It is still okay for us. Okay. So now if we want to see how many companies match our parameters here, let's put a filter. Filter. And then the first filter for us is the condition should be less than 2. This is less than 2. Okay. And then do we have any buys here? It is there. It's good. So we have so many companies here which are in our current buying stage. So hope you enjoy this session. Keep learning and then keep sharing, keep investing. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.